Hi, this is Penny. I know that I've been very neglectful of my YouTube channel, and for that I apologize. I've been letting a lot of things get in the way. I have a lot of videos that I've made, but I've not put together for various reasons. One I was actually putting together, but something went wrong when I was at finishing and wasn't able to correct that. So I want to start giving my YouTube channel some attention, even if it's not put together professionally. I do have videos that I'm going to be working on, and working on finding time and places to get this stuff done. So I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't have any great epiphany here. I'm changing my life, changing my diet, making a lot of changes that need to be made. But my diet is a big part of it. I'm adjusting it. About a year or so ago, I started going on a vegetarian diet, and then I switched it to a pescatarian diet, cutting out sweets, and still working on cutting out breads, but that part's hard for me. I'm kind of addicted to breads, but I know I can do this. I know I don't have the best background here, but this is what I got right now. And the background is not important anyway. What else can I say? I had to go to cardiologist because I wanted to get a colonoscopy, but I can't get a colonoscopy without a cardiologist. Okay. And he had said I had a brewery in my neck. I had to go get that checked out. I got to go get a stress test. I don't know where that's going to go. But I believe in the holistic life, and I was very disappointed in myself for not living the life I say that I believe in. So more and more, I'm changing up my diet to, when it's all said and done, basically what I'm wanting is to have a diet where what I consume is what my body needs, and that I don't consume anything it does not need or that will harm my body, which means that, pulling away from processed foods and sugars and eating more and more natural foods. Doing it a little at a time, because when you make too many changes at once, then it doesn't stick. I was making too many changes at once at the beginning of the year. Some of them I kind of backed down on and will slowly get back to. It's not that I'm giving up on it. It's just that I have to make changes, little by little. I've always had a bad habit of trying to do too many changes at one time, and then it would fail. Sometimes I think, I'm 60, I'm about to be 61 next month, and I'm so old, and blah, 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 blah. But I can't allow my age to interfere with my life. I just have to do the best I got, or the best I can with what I got, and work on that. Like right now, this is not exactly a professional video. I'm not having the little professional beginning I worked so hard on. I'm not, I'm just going to upload a video because I need to continue doing that. And I have to find time to do the things I enjoy doing. I've caught myself actually becoming a continuous complainer and miserable, really, and have decided that's not the life that I want to live. And I need to start doing things that I just plain enjoy doing. I already know, happiness is found within. Nobody could make you happy, no matter what. Happiness is your responsibility. Then I had to learn the hard way that you can't just be happy unless you're doing something you enjoy doing, because the environment will come crashing down on you, So being happy, yes, is, having a part that says, I am happy. And, looking for the things in your life that are a blessing. And the more blessings you look for, of course, the more that come to you. But if your environment is very strong with people who miserable people who don't like happy people, they'll do what they can to bring you down before they'll bring themselves up. If your environment is a very strong, heavy, negative environment, and that becomes your focus, your happiness will leave. Because if you're not focusing on joyful things, then, no matter how many times you say, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, you're not focusing on the things that feel good. And so the non-good feeling things will overpower you, So in order to focus on the things that feel good, you have to figure out what is it that you feel good doing. What in life do you feel good being a part of? You have to kind of create those feel-good things in your life. Put yourself in a position. I mean, you could be in a position of, that maybe you didn't deliberately put yourself into, but stumbled into, where there's a lot of sorrow and misery. But you feel good when you're helping those people, and you focus on that. Or, maybe you could think of a game in your mind that makes you feel good, or whatever. But it's focusing on not just I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, but what in your life feels good, what in your life brings pleasure. And most of us are in a position where we can create some of that, and we say, oh, I don't have time for this, which was my big thing. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. So I started checking, okay, where am I spending time doing things that I could do without? And so, okay, let's find something else to do with that time. Okay, well, I don't have the room. I have my bedroom until Bill gets home. And then if I go out in the living room, Mom or John Marco's watching TV. They have their own rooms. Bill has his own office. All I have is temporary rooms. And that was my complaint. Okay, well, focus on a way to make that work for me. Okay? It's like, take time to figure out, how do I make this work for me? And if I could learn to make instant office, basically is what I'm going to have to figure out to do. If I can make an instant office, go anywhere and put up an instant office, that would make a big difference in my life, a huge difference. Because sometimes it's not that I don't have the time, but that I don't have the space. An instant office would help that. Like if I get the dining room table cleared out, there's a place I can go, make an instant office, one that I could take down so I could have dinner later, but one that I could be there to watch Mom. Because like even now, if I have, like before Bill gets home, if Mom's up and in the living room and nobody's in there watching her, she might get up on her own and fall. She needs 24 hours supervision. And that's a great excuse of not being able to do whatever, because even when I have my own room, I can't be in my own room because I have to watch Mom. Well, how do I do this? Well, clean out the dining room table. Then it's far enough that I can ignore what's going on the TV, get an instant office, and still be able to keep an eye on Mom. I think if we look hard enough for a solution, we'll find it. And it's just something I wanted to put on here. Also, kind of an update. The other day, Bill got in a car accident, which was legally his fault. It was a situation where somebody had was like going into a parking lot, but had the end of their car into the street, and a lady jammed on the brakes to stop from hitting that car, and he jammed on the brakes, but he still hit her. And he was upset because, he gets liability only, and now, he's got all this mess up on his Jeep. And I'm like, both of us actually come up with the idea, because I was already thinking it when he brought it up about going to the junkyard and getting stuff that way, because it seemed like mostly cosmetic, blah, 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 blah. And then he comes to find out that when he got the insurance back on his Jeep, that the guy messed up and gave him full coverage. And because he's a good driver, the $250 deductible, he pays it, and they're going to give him $250 return for good driver and stuff like that. So it's like, when he started telling me this, I was like, are you sure, blah, 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 and I started that negative stuff. Then I thought, well, no, wait a minute. The last time he tried to give me good news, and I was like that, he was like, I was trying to give you good news, and I'm like, no, I'm going to be positive, and I was happy about it. And then later he started moaning and groaning, well, I got to take the Jeep, and I got to do this. And I started wondering if maybe the negative stuff that I'm picking up from everybody, because I put myself in an environment where there's a lot of unpleasant, lower level vibrations going on here, and it will weigh down on me. So I need to find time to do the things that I enjoy doing and focus on that. But I wanted to share this with you, and you have a lovely day. See, today is March 22nd, 2023, Wednesday.